Hi dear students, good morning. So in the last class we discussed about our second lesson, Animal Kingdom, and in that chapter we discussed about different types of animals like wild animals, domestic animals, pet animals, birds and insects. Then we discussed about the water animals and amphibians. And we already discussed about animal sounds. So today we are going to start our next lesson. That is lesson 3, transport and communication. So before that, in our second lesson, there is an activity corner. So just look at that. So take your textbook, page number 118, and here is the activity corner. And here is a puzzle. Look at the picture close. Here some pictures are given here. And look at these pictures given below. And complete the following crossword by filling in the names of the animals. So clues are given here. And this one is across. And this picture shows clues for down. Okay. And the first one is number 1. It's across. So number 1 here. And here F and H are given. The first letter is H and the last letter is, first letter is F and the last letter is H. And here the picture shows a fish. So you write the spelling of fish in the given box. Across. Okay. F-I-S-H. Fish. So the first one, across. Across. The first one is fish. F-I-S-H. Fish. And here, next is 3. Number 3 in across. And here is number 3. And this picture shows a mouse. So here, M, U, E are the given letters. And the missing letters are M, O, U, S. So you write the spelling of mouse in the given boxes. Okay. M, O, U, S, E. Mouse. Then across it's number 5. And here is number 5. And it's a sheep. This is a sheep. So you write the spelling of sheep in the given box. So the spelling of sheep is S-H-E-E-P. Sheep. Then the number is 6. Number 6 is a dog. So you write the spelling of dog in this box. D-O-G. So number 6 is dog. D-O-G. Then it's down. And the first number is 2. And the number 2 is here. And downward. And here Z, horse. So the spelling of horse is H-O-R-S-E. So here the missing letter is O. H-O-R-S-E. Number 2. H-O-R-S-E. Horse. And here the next one is 4. Number 4. And number 4 is a parrot. So you write the spelling of parrot downward from number 4. And here is number 4. P-A-R-R-O-T. Parrot. P-A-R-R-O-T. Parrot. And the last number is 7. Number 7. Downward direction. And the picture shows a duck. And here, where is number 7? Here. And D, U, C, and the missing letter is K. D, U, C, K. D, U, C, K. Duck. K. So you write these words in the puzzles and complete the puzzles. Okay. Puzzle, and now we are moving to our next lesson. So lesson 3, transport and communication. So our next lesson 3, transport and communication. Lesson 3, transport and communication. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to study about transport and communication. So before that, we just look at the spelling of transport and communication. So what is the spelling of the word transport? T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T. Transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T. Transport. Then communication. C-O-M-M-U-N-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Communication. So transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T. Transport. So say the spelling of your transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T. Transport. Then communication. C-O-M-M-U-N-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Communication. Okay. So what is the spelling of the word communication? Say loud. C-O-M-M-U-N-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Communication. So transport and communication. So just write down spelling of transport and communication 10 times in your class book and study the word very well and send to my WhatsApp. That's your homework. Okay. So write the spelling of transport and communication 10 times in your class book. So now let's start our lesson, transport and communication. So here in your textbook, page number 119, here is the startup section. You just read the question, paste the picture and name the means of transport that you use to reach your school. Also write 2 sentences about it. Okay. So you write 2 sentences about the means of transport that you use to reach your school and post the picture here. Then here the first question is means of transport. So what do you mean by transport? Transport means traveling from one place to another. Traveling from one place to another is known as transport. So transport help us to travel from one place to another. And the means of transport means there are different means of transport like land transport, one place to O-N-E, one, P-L-A-C-E, one place to another, one place to another, A-N-O-T-H-E-R, and this means transport. So transport means traveling from one place to another. So we use different types of vehicles for travel from one place to another, and it's called means of transport. Okay, so traveling, T-R-A-V-E-L-L-I-N-G, traveling, from, F-R-O-M, from one place, O-N-E, one, P-L-A-C-E, place, to, T-O, to, another, A-N-O-T-H-E-R, another. Okay, so traveling from one place to another. So you write the spelling of traveling 10 times also in your classboard. Traveling from one place to another. So, what do you mean by transport? Transport means traveling from one place to another. Transport means traveling from one place to another. Okay, and we know that long ago they had no means of transport, and many years ago the people walked to reach another places, and they walked for long distances to reach another places, and they also carry their things, and it's very difficult to travel. So but now today there are different means of transport, and we use different means of transport to travel from one place to another. And the means of transport like bus, then aeroplane, scooter, another means of transport is also make your traveling easier and simple. It's also carry your things from one place to another. That's also make your traveling and make your journey easy and simple. So the means of transport help us to travel very easier. Okay. So here in your textbook, page number 119, here is a question, means of transport. So you just look at your textbook and read the text and listen carefully. Means of transport. Transport means traveling from one place to another. Long ago, people had no means to travel. They walked to cover long distances. There is no means of transport, so the people walked to cover long distances, which means they walked to reach another places. There is no means of transport. Today, we have many means of transport like bus, train, aeroplane, ship, etc. Okay. We can also use them to carry things from one place to another. Means of transport have made traveling easy and simple. So the means of transport also help us to carry our things from one place to another, and each make our journey easy and simple. So let's see which are the different means of transport. So transport means traveling from one place to another, and there are different means of transport like land transport, water transport, and air transport. Okay, so let's see the difference between different means of transport. and they are land transport, water transport and air transport. So which are the three main means of transport? Land transport, water transport and air transport. So let's do spelling. First one, land transport. L-A-N-D, land transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, transport. L-A-N-D, land transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, land transport. And the second one, water transport. W-A-T-E-R, water transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, water transport. W-A-T-E-R, water transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, water transport. And the third one, it's air transport. A-I-R-T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, air transport. A-I-R, air transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, transport. So these are the three main means of transport: land transport, water transport, air transport. Land transport, water transport, air transport. So L-A-N-D-T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, land transport, water transport. W-A-T-E-R-T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, water transport. And air transport. A-I-R-T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, air transport. So land transport, water transport, air transport. So which are the three main means of transport? Land transport, water transport and air transport. Land transport, water transport and air transport. So let's see the difference between these three means of transport. So first one is land transport. First one, land transport. So say the spelling of the word land transport. L-A-N-D, land transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, land transport. So what do you mean by land transport? Some vehicles help us to travel on land and they are called land transport. So the vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. The vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. For example, scooter, bicycle, rickshaw, car, bus, etc. These vehicles help us to travel on land. So they are called land transport. So the vehicles that help us to travel land transport. Okay, so the vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. The vehicles. What is the spelling of the word vehicles? V E H I C L E. Yes, vehicles. The vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. The vehicles that T-H-A-T that help us to H-E-L-P help U-S us to T-O to travel on land. Travel T R A V E L travel on land L-A-N-D land. Travel on land are called land transport. So the vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. V E S I C L E. Yes. So you write the spelling of vehicles in your classroom. Okay. And study the word. Spelling of this word very well. So the vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. So what is the spelling of the word vehicles? V E H I C L E. Yes, vehicles. The vehicles that help has to travel on land are called land transport. So, for example, means of land transport are found on roads, and they are bicycle, B I C Y C L E. Bicycle, motorcycle, M O T O R C Y C L E. Motorcycle. Scooty, S C O O T Y. Scooty. Then car, C A R. Car. Bus, B U. Yes, bus. Then truck, T R U C K. Truck. Van, V A N. Van. Then auto rickshaw, A U T O R I C K S H A W. Auto rickshaw and e-rickshaw. E-rickshaw, R-I-C-K-S-H-A-W. So these are means of land transport because they are travel on the roads. So they are called land transport. Bicycle, motorcycle, scooty, car, bus, truck, van, auto rickshaw and e-rickshaw are means of examples for means of land transport. So what do you mean by land transport? The vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport, and examples for means of land transport are bicycle, motorcycle, scooty, car, bus, truck, van, auto rickshaw and e-rickshaw. Okay, so take your textbook. And another means of land transport are train, metro trains, etc. are also land transport. They also help us to travel on land. So, and the train and metro trains runs on a special tracks called rails. So what do you mean by rails? The train and metro trains and monorails are travel on run on special tracks called rails. Okay. So you take your textbook, page number 120. Here, look at your textbook, read the text. There are three means of transport: land, water and air transport. So which are the three means of transport? Land transport, water transport and air transport. Then the first one, land transport. The vehicles that help us to travel on land are called the means of land transport. So look at your textbook. Look at the following means of land transport which are found on roads. So the land transport are found on roads because they help us to travel on land. For example, these pictures shows some means of land transport, and bicycle, motorcycle, scooty, car, bus, truck, van, auto rickshaw, e-rickshaw, and some emergency vehicles like ambulance, police van, fire engines. They are also land transport. Okay, and here trains, metro trains and monorails are also means of land transport. They run on special tracks called rails, R-A-I-L-S, rails. Here, this picture show metro, then here train. So these are also land transport and they are run on special tracks, and the special tracks are called rails. So trains, what is the spelling of the word train? T-R-A-I-N, train. Then metro, M-E-T-R-O, metro. They are also means of land transport. And some emergency vehicles like ambulance, police van, fire engines, etc. are also means of land transport because they found on roads. Okay. So these are the examples for land transport. So land transport means the vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. And examples: bicycle, motorcycle, scooty, car, bus, truck, van, auto rickshaw, e-rickshaw, train, metro, then monorails, ambulance, police van, fire engines, etc. Okay. So next one, water transport. So second one, water transport. W-A-T-E-R, water transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, water transport. So what do you mean by water transport? Some means of transport which help us to travel in water, and they are called water transport. Okay, so we can also travel across lakes, rivers, seas using different means of transport, and these transports are called water transport. Okay, so some means of water transport are boat, motorboat, ship, ferry. These are means of water transport. So the vehicles or some means of transport help us to travel in water, and they are called water transport. means of water transport because they travel on water. So they are called water transport. Okay. And the next one is air transport. Air transport means vehicles that help us to travel by air are called air transport. Here it helps us to travel in water. And they are called water transport. Okay. So the vehicles that help us to travel in water and they are called water transport. Example, boat, motorboat, ship, ferry. B-O-A-T, boat. M-O-T-O-R, B-O-A-T, motorboat. Ship, S-H-I-P, ship. And F-E-R-R-Y, ferry. So these are the means of water transport. Then the next one is air transport. A-I-R, air transport. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, air transport. So what do you mean by air transport? Vehicles that help us to travel by air are called means of air transport. Some vehicles help us to travel by air and they are called air transport, like aeroplane, helicopter, etc. Parachute. They are help us to travel by air and they are called air transport. Okay. So the vehicles that help us to travel by air are called means of air transport. Vehicles. What is the spelling of the word vehicles? V-E-H-I-C-L-E-S. Vehicles that T-H-A-T, that help us to H-E-L-P, help us to U-S as T-U, to help us to travel, T-R-A-V-E-L, travel by B-I, Y, by air, A-I-R, by air are called air transport. Vehicles that help us to travel by air are called air transport. Vehicles that help us to travel by air are called means of air transport. Example, aeroplane, helicopter, hot air balloon. These are examples for air transport. Aeroplane, A-E-R-O-P-L-A-N-E, aeroplane. Helicopter, S-E-L-I-P-C-O-P-T-E-R, helicopter, H-E-L-I-C-O-P-T-E-R, helicopter. So aeroplane, A-E-R-O-P-L-A-N-E, aeroplane. Helicopter, H-E-L-I-C-O-P-T-E-R, helicopter. So these are means of air transport. Air transport means vehicles that help us to travel by air are called air transport. Okay. So take your textbook and take the page number 121 here, water transport. So look at your textbook. We can also travel across lakes, rivers and seas using different types of boats and ships. We call them the means of water transport. Some means of water transport are shown below. So here boat, motorboat, ship and ferry. Then air transport, vehicles that help us to travel by air are called means of air transport. We have different means aeroplane, helicopter, hot air balloon. So these also examples for air transport. So air transport means vehicles that help us to travel by air are called air transport. Okay. So here today we learned about transport and different means of transport. So what do you mean by transport? Transport means traveling from one place to another. Traveling from one place to another is known as transport. And there are three main means of transport, and they are land transport, water transport and air transport. So land transport means the vehicles that help us to travel on land are called land transport. Example, bus, car, scooty, motorcycle, bicycle, train, metro train, monorails and ambulance, police van, etc. So these all are means of land transport because they are found on roads. Then, what do you mean by rails? The trains and metro trains are run on a special tracks, and the special tracks are called rails. Then water transport. Water transport, the vehicles that help us to travel water are called water transport. And examples are ships, boat, motorboat, etc. Then the vehicles that help us to travel by air are called air transport. Example, aeroplane, helicopter, etc. Okay, so these are the things that we discussed today. So you just read your text carefully. And in this chapter, today we discussed about transport. Okay, now today we have different means of transport, and we use different means of transport to travel from one place to another, and the means of transport is also help us to carry our things from one place to another. Okay, and it makes our travel or our journey easy and simple. So you just read your textbook up to the portion air transport more and more times, and the text reading is very important. And here is a warm-up section, and that's your homework. Okay, so paste the picture and name the means of transport that you used to reach your school, and write about 2 sentences about the means of transport that you used to reach your school. So that's your homework. Okay, so you do your homework properly and read the text very well, and write the spelling of transport, communication, vehicles and different means of transport in your class book 10 times and send to my WhatsApp. Okay, so do your homework properly and send to my WhatsApp. So study well. Have a nice day. Let's wind up our class.